What do you want from me? Why do you care for me? What do you know?
Madam Web swings into the superhero scene with the promise of female empowerment and unique storytelling. Can Dakota Johnson and Sweeney convince you to see this female-led Sony Pictures disaster? Or is your spider sense tingling, telling you that something just doesn't add up? Let's find out. Sony strikes out again with their latest attempt to build a Sony Spider-Man universe, delivering a messy narrative that fails to captivate. Led by a lackluster performance by Dakota Johnson as Cassandra Webb, the movie struggles to weave a compelling superhero tale, leaving you with a sense of, what the f did I just watch? Of what I can say positive, Madam Web introduces a cast of characters with standout performances by Sweeney as Julia Cornwall and Isabela Merced as Anya Corazon. The plot revolves around yet another forgettable villain and his forgettable quest of collecting a mysterious spider, leading to this pursuit of future spider people who he just happens to have a bad dream about. Despite the potential of this premise, the movie fails to maintain any engagement or make any sense, with a poorly executed character growth moment that just feels forced and unearned. That moment definitely stood out, and just for all the wrong reasons. This movie harkens back to the superhero days of the early 2000s, but not because it's good like Spider-Man or X-Men. No. This is going to remind you of Catwoman and, dare I say it, Daredevil, where yes, these are comic characters, but they're done so poorly that what was even the point? At least we got to listen to some classic Britney Spears. The ending, typical of Sony's comic book movies, leads towards a predictable and unsatisfying tease for a future installment that we will never actually get to see. I can only recommend Madam Web for those who derive enjoyment from watching subpar superhero movies, comparable to that guilty pleasure that I felt when watching CW's Batwoman. This film doesn't offer much beyond a few cringe-worthy moments. This is a good time if you're blind. I'm gonna give Madam Web 4 spider bites to the groin out of 10. Madam Web ranks as one of the worst superhero movies, surpassing even the questionable Morbius. Its target audience, primarily female comic book fans I have to assume, are not checking for this, considering the movie's current box office. That leads me to the question, who was this really even made for? So, what did you think of Madam Web? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you even see Sweeney? I ain't even gonna lie, I didn't realize that was her, but I'm not even a fan yet. I have not watched Euphoria, but who cares? Let us know in the comments below. And for more news and movie reviews, check out our thoughts on Argyle. For everything else, keep it locked on CPG.
You're showing off.
Maybe a little.